It's incredible the way you have seen. You had a vision, and the vision has occurred.
Bask in it.
I'm a prophet, but what you said all this money I'm winning gambling. What is the money in the room with us right now? What are you talking about?
I am speaking it into reality.
Yeah.
Like
it. There is no money winning. I have not won any money this year. I'm so far in the red. It's a joke.
What, did you win a big bet recently?
No.
What was your last big bet you won?
Stop betting on Wisconsin.
Oh, yeah.
Florida? I don't bet on them anymore. Florida, national championship? I mean, it's a joke right now how bad I've been gambling on Saturdays and Sundays this year. And I actually had the revelation today where, I've been telling myself every morning, like, you know what? It's early in the season. It's early in the season. You're going to get out of this. It's not early in the season anymore.
Well, Big Cat, tell me that they're not giving free money away in Baltimore, potentially. The number's at 5.5. And Lamar was limited today. Some people are still doubting whether or not he will play on Sunday. And we talked to our buddy Chad Millman, who says if Lamar doesn't play, this is a pick'em or a Bears -1 game.
Yeah, I'm nervous about this game if Lamar plays. This is our measuring stick game if Lamar plays, because this is the Ravens season, right? Like
yes.
this is it. They cannot lose more than one more game the rest of the year, and realistically, maybe 9-8, so maybe two more games. What are they 1-5 right now?
Yes, 1-5.
Yeah, so they can lose two more games probably max. 10-7 is probably a playoff spot. But you got a team that is decimated by injury now, getting a little healthier. I saw Roquan was back,
yep,
and Lamar may be back, and I think that like in the NFL and in pro sports, desperation is a real thing, and so I'm very nervous about this game on Sunday. If the Bears win this game, I'm going to start having some crazy thoughts. I kind of expect them to lose this game, but if they win and Lamar plays, it's going to be crazy.
Well, why not make a nice big bet on them getting 5.5? And if you get to Sunday and Lamar is playing, can't you hedge yourself a little bit?
Well, no. If Lamar's playing, it's probably going to move to 6.5, 7.
But what if he's not?
It's going to go down.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, sure. I guess. What if he's not? But I
try and middle it.
Yeah, there you go. I'm just trying to make you money, Big Cat.
I'm expecting him to play. Also, the problem with your whole strategy is then I got to hold up my money for 2 days, 3 days.
That's true. Well, I'm sure you got a little extra somewhere.
My money's got to be on the streets working for me.
So since you were so good, I don't want to live in the past here with this great prediction, even though we keep flaunting it that you said it here.
It's great. It's incredible. I'm a prophet. It's great. So, yeah,
it
we
is
can
great.
live in the past.
So then, since you are a prophet when it comes to this year's Bears team, what's next here? Like, I know you were just saying you don't know what you would do. Like, what do you see for these next 3 games? Baltimore, Cincinnati, the Giants.
Okay, so I think we're going to lose on Sunday, and then I think we will end up at 6-3 with a win in Cincinnati and a win against the Giants.
I would sign up for that right now.
Me too.
And then it's going to get tough, boys. And then it's when this is where I don't know where you guys are at right now, but I'm not deluding myself with the 4-2 because last year we were at 4-2. Now this year 4-2 feels differently, and the reason why it feels differently is one thing, and that is Ben Johnson. That's a completely different 4-2 because the way the Bears got to 4-2, they looked terrible in the first 2 weeks. Scratched and clawed for some wins, fixed the run game in the bye week, which is Ben Johnson's doing. Maybe minimized the playbook, did the things that we're good at. So I don't think that I don't feel the same way as I felt last year at 4-2, where I was like, I think this is good, but I don't know. Ben Johnson's a good coach, and this is going in the right direction. But the back half of that schedule is so hard, and I think you've seen the Lions are so good, and the Packers are so good. I know people are like trying to pick apart the Packers. I think the Packers are one of those teams that like they haven't reached their peak yet. They were anointed too early, and they're going to keep getting better and better, and they're going to be a real problem down the stretch.
Where are you? How are you feeling about Caleb Williams' performance in totality so far this year?
I would say it's been like hit and miss, and the good has looked great. Like the good is there's been progress. Sunday was not good, and I think that we got to be just patient in a way that I don't know that we've ever been able to be patient, because I see things that it's not like Mitch, it's not like Justin, where I think we were kind of lying to ourselves at times. I've seen things. You guys have seen things. You've seen some of these throws. You've seen some of these plays outside of script where it's looked like, oh, man, that pops off. That's something special. So I think the patience just has to be there and know that it's not going to be great every single week. It's can you just get a little bit better? And, yeah, there'll be steps back. Like, look at Monday Night Football this week. Baker was bad. He was bad. He was missing guys left and right. He is an MVP candidate. Bad games do happen in this league. When you win and you have a bad quarterback performance, you should not apologize for it, and you should just look at the big picture of, hey, let's not overreact week to week, and let's hope it just gets a little bit better and he feels more comfortable. And not only that, I love that Caleb said it. He said it himself. Yes. I wasn't good today. I didn't have the flow. I never felt like we watched that game on Sunday, and it never felt like he had a feel for the game. And if that was the sixth game this year that he hasn't had a feel, I'd be like, oh, no, what's happening? But that's not the case. He's had the feel for the game before. The Cowboys game, he played great. He's had moments where he's looked great. So I'm staying calm, and I'm just hoping that we can, progress week by week.
What makes you feel more warm and fuzzy, their running game or how well their defense has played in taking the ball away?
All right, so the run game is getting to the point where I'm getting getting horny when I'm watching it. Yeah, I'm
yeah.
It's getting hot in the room.
Yeah.
The way they ran the ball against Commanders, the way they ran the ball against the Saints, like that's the thing is like Ben Johnson, and I think we sometimes forget about this because you think like offensive guru and passing it all over the place. These guys who are great offensive coaches, they want to run the ball down your throat. Everything goes off of the run. So him fixing the run game, just look at what DeAndre Swift did the first 4 weeks and look at what he's done the last 2 weeks. It's clear that was a focus in the bye week. So that is the one that I'm like, we can hang our hat on this and hopefully keep building off of it. The defense has been awesome. I am aware that the defense, you cannot expect to take the ball away at the rate the defense is taking the ball away. I always go back to I always get my years messed up, but what was it like? Was it 13 or 14 when we started like 7-1? And remember, it was like that. It peaked with that Titans game in Nashville.
No, 12. That was Lovey's last year. Yeah.
Yeah, Lovey's last year. Yeah, 12. And it was like the first 8 games. We had like 3 turnovers a game. We were returning every single pick for a touchdown. And you sat there and you're like, this is awesome, but what happens the day that we don't get a turnover? So I think that's kind of where I'm at with the defense. It's been awesome, but you have to expect there will be a game coming up where we're not going to get 3 takeaways. And what does it look like when that happens?
Yeah, absolutely. How did you weigh in? I texted you my poll question the other day because I thought of you because it was it was something that you would say. It reminded me of something that you would come up with. I was sleeping. I had a dream that I was cross-talking with Waddle, Carmen, and Yurko, and I was asking them in crosstalk during this dream, hey guys, what would happen if the Bears put together their all-decade team from the last 10 years and they would play in the 2025 NFL season? Would they win the Super Bowl? And I woke up and I'm like, oh, I actually just dreamt a pretty good topic. And
man's always working, Big Cat.
It is. I dream content all the time. I don't even know. So it's a good topic, not for the like. I think the hypothetical is a 100% yes. Like we would win the Super Bowl. Don't you agree?
Well,
like I started thinking about names like you could get Eddie Jackson's Pro Bowl year in that year.
Khalil Mack, like, Robert Quinn's great year.
Akeem Hicks. You put on Kyle Long at his peak on the line. You put so
who's the quarterback?
Yes.
Who's the quarterback? Jay.
That's the fun hypothetical. Is who's the quarterback? It's Jay or Caleb. It's probably Jay right now.
I think so.
Yeah, but that's where it gets tricky. The other tricky one I was thinking about is it who do you keep in our wide receiver core from this year, and like who slots out for like Alshon or Brandon Marshall?
Well, I think is Brandon Marshall.
Brandon Marshall. So this is from 20. Like a lot of people have asked about Matt Forte. So 10 years. If you go 10 seasons, it's actually 2016 through 2025. Okay. Those are the 10 seasons. Okay. Forte's last year was 15. I believe that was the last year as well for Marshall, or maybe 15. The year before even. But so you're going to
Alshon,
You probably got what? Alshon, Allen Robinson, and DJ. I think is what
over
Rome.
Yeah. Okay.
I think that would be the correct answer. And then you get like, hey, what?
Who's your left tackle?
Patterson returning kicks.
Right, but who's your left tackle?
Probably Theo Benedict.
Well played.
That's a tough one. Yeah, that's a tough one. Yeah, but it's fun to look back at and be like, oh, okay, yeah, we actually have had some dudes here. And I mean, it also we can admit the 2018 team is carrying a lot of water.
Yes,
that team is definitely helping a lot of this because that was a really good team, and I still think that was a team that could have won a Super Bowl. Was right there, and I actually so I made this point the other day because there are some notes here of 2018 happening right now where I don't think the defense is as good as 2018 defense, obviously, because that defense was special, but we're in a similar spot where it's like, hey, the defense is playing great. They're running the ball. Can the second-year quarterback take that next step? There's something going on there a little bit that's a little similar, right?
First-time head coach, right, in his first season. Yep. And would you call the Raiders like they did in the beginning of 2018 and make them an offer they can't refuse for your guy?
That could have been the Micah Parsons trade. Yeah.
Well, now what about Max?
I love Max Crosby. He's the best.
So call the Raiders, the same team you called in 18.
Make it work.
And offer, and I know everyone's saying Shefty is the latest to report they're not trading him. But continue to
heckle them.
Yes, until they say yes.
And I also, why wouldn't they trade him? You have nothing. The Raiders played one of the worst football games I've ever watched on Sunday against the Chiefs. They had 30 plays run. Yeah. They ran 30 plays on offense. The Chiefs had 30 first downs.
Didn't they take Mahomes out halfway through the third quarter?
Yes, they did. They did the never happens kneel before the 2-minute warning. They kneeled the ball before the 2-minute warning. Both teams had all 3 timeouts. They mercy killed them. Oh. The Raiders had 3 first downs. The Chiefs had 21 in the first half. It's as bad could be for the Raiders. So why wouldn't you trade your assets and try to get some picks? What would the cost be, though?
My question is, does Pete hang around? Does Pete want to be there through all of this? He's 72 or 3.
Oh, why would you?
He traded for Geno Smith. I mean, that's not going well. That's a dumpster fire in the desert.
And this is why this is why we got to stay calm, because we have beaten some bad teams. But I don't know if you guys saw it, but the first sign that things might be turning and going well is I mentioned on PMT there was a Packer fan who tweeted something, and I don't even follow the guy. It was just in my algorithm, and it was basically it's absolute crap that no team tries against the Bears. And I was like, this is it. The fact that they're getting bothered by the Bears beating these bad teams, they're starting to it's starting to get under their skin a little bit, and that's when it starts to turn, where they're legitimately saying that the Saints are not trying against the Bears. Not that the Bears might have played well on defense. No, the Saints weren't trying. That's the first sign that things might be turning in our direction.
Put some odds on the following. The Wiener Circle has thrown it out there that if the Bears you win and Ben Johnson takes his shirt off during or after, so it's not going to happen during, but after the game, free wieners for the whole city again. I said to Silvy, that may be a -110 for me at this point, because Ben hears everything. He knows everything. And what better way to continue to ingratiate yourself to this city by beating the Ravens, taking your shirt off in your big, better, best, whatever the chant is, and everyone in town gets a wiener.
And I hope I'm not overstepping any bounds with what I'm about to say, but Ben Johnson's a good-looking dude.
Yeah.
And I would like to see him with his shirt off.
No
offense. Yeah, I would like to see him with his shirt off. That's not like I'm not trying to make it weird or anything, but I just like to see him with his shirt off. I would. I'd like to see him with his shirt off.
Who else is on your list? Just that you would like to see because you don't know, and you think they would look good with their shirt off. Who else? Athletes, men wise.
Oh man, what a tough question. I don't know. DeMeco
probably get a charge out of Jared Allen taking his shirt off, wouldn't you, Big Cat?
Listen, DeMeco Ryans a good-looking dude, wouldn't you say?
Yeah. Oh,
like seeing him with his shirt off.
Very much.
He looks like he's put a little weight on now, stressing about his quarterback play.
Oh, so all right. So now it's the challenge to take your shirt off. Show us that you didn't put on any
there
weight.
You go. Yeah.
That was so brutal watching that. I don't know if you guys don't stay up late, but that Monday night game, I was.
You're right. We didn't stay up to watch that game.
I saw the first half and then I fell asleep.
The Texans kept on making plays where I had my finger on the button to turn off the TV and go to sleep because I had to be up at 6 a.m. the next day. And they would make a play, and I'd be like, well, I guess I got to keep watching, and it was just torture.
Yeah. I can't imagine being there. Can you imagine being at a Bears game the night that the Cubs lose the NLCS Game 7? Like, I couldn't do it. Like, there's no chance.
And then to just add a little extra insult to injury, the Oklahoma City Thunder raised their banner the next night.
Yes, that's right.
Just really
what torture.
stick it to you.
Oh, that's crazy. All right, I got a couple other random ones for you. Zetterman is like, I love Jordan. You love Michael Jordan. We all love Michael Jordan. Danny is a true sycophant, and he could not wait for the MJ interview with Tirico. And I was sort of panning that. I actually enjoyed it. What did you think of the MJ interview?
I enjoyed it. It's also because MJ's done such a good job of, like, he doesn't give you anything, so when he gives you a little, it's like, oh my God, he's talking, he's telling us a story about a free throw in the Hamptons. This is incredible.
Yes.
Yeah. I just hope, I don't know what their plan is. I just hope it's not, we taped an interview, a 2-hour interview in September, and we're going to give you 2 minutes of it for the rest of the season.
Me too.
I don't think that's the plan. But if that is the plan, that's a failure. I did enjoy it, though. But I was hoping – I want to see him live. I want to see him reacting to stuff live,
Did he really get $40 million for this, or like
that was the rumor?
I love that. Good for him. Like pay it forward. But are you really paying it forward if they're paying you $40 million for an interview?
Yeah, I mean, I bet you he did get that. Because think about it, NBC's got they went all out for last night and for their new package. All the ad sales and upfronts when they go sell it all, and they're like, "Hey, we got NBA back. Oh, and we got Jordan." That's got to be insane. The business they can do with that name attached.
Wow. And then, are you excited for the Bulls at all tonight?
No.
Zero.
No. Come on. Well, I mean, I'm excited. Matzos makes me excited.
Yeah.
It's a combo of the Bulls are going to be the same team. Where what's the ceiling? Are we saying 6 seed is the ceiling?
Oh, I think that's a high ceiling for them. I would go 40 games, 40 and 42, 42 and 40 at best.
The East is bad and very injured, so that's a fact.
Tonight's a gateway game for the Bulls.
Yeah, the Bulls are bad and injured
tonight.
Yeah, the other part of it is
Charlie,
I don't know about you guys.
Snippet.
I don't know about you guys, but NBA, wake me up in Christmas. I don't care.
Yeah.
I just don't have time. I don't have time for it. Your guy Mikey Betts was playing it on the way in.
He's teasing
Your guy Mikey Betts was playing it on the way in. He had a little Alan Parsons project going on the way in.
He drove by the United Center and started doing the. He's nuts. Crazy.
He's ready to go.
Yeah.
He's ready to go. I don't know, you guys. You guys agree? Like NBA basketball.
Yes.
In October and November, it's football season. What do you want me to do?
And I used to rant against that. I used to rant against. We tune in on New Year's. We tune in on Christmas. Now I'm not really tuning in until the spring. It's become such a bad regular season product That's
I
the
agree.
problem with it.
Mikey just crossed you off his favorites list.
I know. We're arguing about it too.
By the way,
Yeah.
Big Cat, I ask you this not for a reason you probably think I'm asking. I'm asking this sincerely to you. When you see Wisconsin as a 32.5-point underdog, what do you think?
It's disgusting. I don't know if you guys saw, but I had to go. I had to get serious on our Wake Up Barstool show on Fox on FS1 on Tuesday morning. I'm probably not going to be invited back to anything soon, because I also might have quoted John Gruden talking about our chancellor, and I heard back through the grapevine, and that was not taken well.
Can you tell us what you said? I didn't see it.
Can you say the P word?
Penis?
No.
You can't say the P word.
All right, so I might have called her an anti-football P word.
Oh.
It's a John
Really?
Gruden quote.
You see,
It's a John Gruden quote.
Wow, that is like that. I can understand why they've got a little hot up there.
you're not even allowed back to Wisconsin Platteville anymore.
I personally think it's funnier that she's a woman. I think that makes it funnier.
No satellite.
I think the irony was lost on her.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
no, they didn't like that. They did not like
Guess
that. but
what?
that's
You
okay.
make-
Sorry.
You make a
took a measure to
7-digit
throw.
donation to their NIL program, and you'll be all good again.
Here's the problem, and this is the problem with NIL. People think that, listen, I am rich, guilty as charged, but I'm not rich enough to buy a football program. I don't know what people think I have. The way I would put it is, if I wanted to buy the best team that Wisconsin could ever put out there next year, I have the money to do that. We're then moving into an apartment. My kids are not, are eating ramen noodles. We're not doing anything after that.
Priorities,
so that's all
bro.
the money I got. 1 year. I could give you 1 year. That's all I got. So I wish I had more money to be able to throw at this problem, but it's a disaster, and I feel bad because I love the school, but I can't like be dishonest about the disaster. You know what I mean? Like,
Sure.
I
You were
won't
great.
get invited back.
I didn't hear the P word part. Yeah, I thought you were great about McIntosh, and I thought you were you were great about the coach and McIntosh, the AD.
Yeah.
But I didn't know about the other thing. So
That was last week. I might have said that a few times on like 5 different shows. But it's really depressing, and it really is like the state of a Big Ten university. Like, you have to have a football program that you can be proud of. That's where admissions and donations and all these things are built off of, and it's become just it's bottomed out to a level that I didn't think was possible. And it's like the one thing I would say that's positive from how I talked about it and everything I said, at least I still have some fight, because apathy is next. And if it keeps going this way, that's what's going to happen to the fan base. And you guys know apathy is the worst thing that could possibly happen to any sports fan base.
Yes.
By the way, really quick, here's a would you rather question for you. Would you rather lose in Game 5 of the NLDS or advance to the NLCS, get swept, and have a player have the greatest historical sports performance in history against your team?
Guys, listen, the Brewers are dead dog losers. Pathetic what they did. Pathetic what they did in the NLCS. That was a joke. They just laid down. They scored 1 run a game. We would have won a game, Silvy. We would have won a game.
Yeah, we would have won.
I'm convinced of it. I absolutely am convinced of it. And I'll leave with you guys. I'm going to give it to you. You can discuss later. I think I'm rooting for the Dodgers.
Wow, over Toronto. Why don't you? Is it an America thing? What is this?
No, nothing to do with America. I'm sick of people using the Dodgers as the reason why baseball is broken, when the reason why baseball is broken is because of the cheap owners that won't pay, and guys who maybe own a team in the 3rd largest market and don't pay. Everyone can do what the Dodgers are doing. Not obviously everyone can spend $500 million because they don't make enough, but any big market team can do it. And all the other small market teams can spend more, and I want the Dodgers to win, and I want it to reverse and be like, look, it's not the Dodgers' fault that no one else is trying as hard as the Dodgers.
You can also
I'm
make
sick of people. Yeah.
You can make the case for the Blue Jays as well. I mean, the Blue Jays
spend a lot of money.
spend a ton of money. In fact, they spend like 70% of their revenue is put back into salaries, and that's what you want.
But you could not be more spot on. I heard Dave Roberts have to explain himself afterwards about buying championships. I played that Monday Big Cat on our show, and I'm like, bravo to Dave Roberts. The problem, like you said, is not the Dodgers. The problem are the Reinsdorfs and the Ricketts and the Oakland A's or whatever the A's are these days. And all these other teams, Waddles, Reds, all these teams who think that that they're in Major League Baseball, but they don't have to try in Major League Baseball. That's terrible.
Yeah, and the Blue Jays were in on Shohei. They were offered Shohei money. And Waddle, the Reds, Hunter Green. They're shopping Hunter Green. They have him under control for the next 5 years. The Brewers are going to maybe shop Freddie Peralta. They're paying him $8 million next year. What is that?
Well,
That's
the Pirates
crazy.
are definitely going to trade Skeens at some point, aren't they?
Yeah, it's crazy. You got guys that are incredible big league players, and instead of being like, "Hey, let's build around them," they're like, "Hey, how can we kick the can down the road and get more draft picks so that someday maybe all of our draft picks align for like a 2-year window where we can keep our payroll at $100 million and go to the playoffs." It's stupid.
Well, think about it. The Blue Jays, I believe, this past year spent $50 million more on salaries than the Cubs, right? And they made $200 million less in overall revenue. The ratio just doesn't work. Bravo, Blue Jays.
Dodgers. It's not the Dodgers, not the Blue Jays. It's the Cubs. That's the problem. So I think I'm rooting for the Dodgers, and I want to just stick it in everyone's face and be like, the blame goes not to the Dodgers but to everyone else.
By the way, Big Cat, we normally don't take guests on when you're with us, but someone did just call in. We welcome in the Chancellor of Wisconsin. It's Jennifer Nukin joins us live on the Waddle and Silvy Show.
What do you have to
on
say?
The Yingling guest hotline. Miss Chancellor, how are you feeling today?
I'm a little hurt. Somebody with
Listen,
the status of a Dan Katz should not be speaking in that manner. Does not represent our university in the manner in which we would appreciate.
Listen, Chancellor, Miss Chancellor, if you knew your football
You're a
history,
dick.
Listen,
You know what?
I am. If you knew your football history, you would know that I didn't come up with those words on my own. That was a John Gruden quote from an email about Roger Goodell.
Why don't you apologize right now? You have the floor. You have
Stop
a chance to
pointing
apologize
the finger at others,
to the
Mr.
Chancellor.
Cat, and point the finger at yourself. You know what they say.
I'm not apologizing until we
'Cause you're a dick.
till we score a touchdown. We haven't scored a touchdown in 3 weeks.
Then
if
the
we score a
apology comes.
touchdown against Oregon, I'll apologize.
That's great. All right, Big Cat, great stuff. Thank you.
See you guys.
He's the best. Barstool Big Cat joins us each and every Wednesday. I forgot what day it was for a split second.
They all run together,
yes,
brother.
and it's at 4 o'clock, and he joined us on the Yingling guest hotline. All right, Waddle's World is coming up.
Yes, I've got a really interesting story about flatulence.
Okay.